Hi there. I think this is effort number 5 on these, is that right? Today we're going over to the more unusual E-flat instruments. I've got 2 particular ones I want to show you. The first is, I would call it a tenor flugel. I don't know what the Austrians who made it would call it. I suppose some kind of sax horn. It was made by Franz Otto of Markneukirchen in Austria. Is in normal brass band E-flat, and it has Berlin valves, rather fat and short valves. The advantage of Berlin valves is that the passages through the valves are full width. That's why the valves are rather fat. Which helps the passage of air. The disadvantage of Berlin valves is they do have right-angled corners in them, which is not helping the passage of air. I think one cancels out the other and they just operate like normal valves. It has a very unusual, very soft tone. I've put onto it an ebony mouthpiece that Andy Taylor made for me, and I think you'll like the tone. It can also play incredibly softly, which is one advantage of the typical horn type ever increasing tube diameter. If you look, you can see that it gets steadily wider and wider and wider right up to the very end of the valve. That's very horn type as opposed to trumpet type. And it also enables the most extraordinarily soft playing. And so on. I think a very nice instrument, and I wouldn't be unhappy at that substituting for a tenor horn in the brass band at all. Now, the more English, well, actually American, but adopted in English bands, is the good old Melophone. This is a lovely thing. It's made in E-flat by Con. It's very well made. Con, they took trouble. And its tone is extremely distinctive. I've got one of my mammoth ivory mouthpieces on it with bits of tusk that I brought back from Siberia. Very unusually, it's got a tenor horn cup, but a cornet shank. Most unusual. It's a very wide noise being squeezed down into a very narrow noise, but the tone is very distinctive. And so on. Personally, I'm much enamoured of the tone, and I think it's an extremely nice sounding instrument, and I just wish it was more standard in brass bands. And look at the size of the bell. It's a monster. But it's very easy to play. Whoops. And in the next one of the E-flat instruments I'll be showing you, don't laugh, is a Soprano Sousaphone. You wouldn't think that such a thing exists, but it was made briefly in the United States, died off, nobody wanted it, and then suddenly a lot of people thought it was rather fun, and now you can't get them for love or money. I don't know why. Okay, that's it for that one. Thank you.